Hey everyone, so just building off the last video, it did end up being my last day owning a Subaru Outback. It's been replaced with the 2015 Tesla Model S 85D. In the process of picking out which Model S was way more complicated than I thought it was going to be, so I wanted to share a little bit about the reasoning behind getting this specific car, just in case it might help anyone out there who's looking to get a Model S. So here it is at the same spot. We had the Outback just a few days ago, but a really radically different car. So basically, when it came to choosing a Model S and then choosing an 85D, there are three factors that I was looking at. The first was fun, second practicality, and the third was just the economics of it. So as far as fun goes, you'll notice this is the 85D, not the better known P85D, which is really quick. But the thing is that the 85D, while it's far from having insane acceleration or ludicrous acceleration, is still, to me, like an absolutely fun car. Just the fact that, like, every Tesla has the batteries on the bottom that really keep it planted to the road. That makes it fun to corner. I'll put a little chart here showing how its 4.2 second rated acceleration compares to some other cars, but basically, like, even without being a performance model, it's no slouch. It's pretty quick off the line, and the instant torque really does make me smile every time, in a way that, no offense to the CVT Outback, but never really grinned after, dumping the pedal. Beyond the fun that comes from driving it, I do enjoy some of the same features that the Outback had. So tragically, Tesla discontinued the sunroof, I think, like in 2017. But being in 2015, this one still had the option. So that to me is a lot of fun. So the sound system is also really good, even better than the Outback was. Another non-driving fun feature. But truly, the bulk of the fun aspect of this car is really putting the 420 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque to work. So that brings us to practicality, and one of the big differentiators between this Model S and some of the other ones that I'd considered is this little box down here. Let's see if you can see it. There. That is part of the Autopilot 1 hardware, and while it's, of course, no Autopilot 2, where you someday have full self-driving capabilities, within my budget, I really wanted a car with AP1. Another way to check and see if a car has Autopilot would be to go to the car menu, and then you can see, like, there's an Autopilot menu. But pretty much, this AP1 is so good on the highway and even straight country roads and that sort of thing, at just following the car in front and steering, and yeah, I've used it quite a bit already, and I can tell it's going to be a fantastic feature. Originally, the only reason that I wanted a car with AP1 was automatic emergency braking. I just thought that was important to have. It's been really cool to use all of the AP1. So another aspect of practicality that's why I was leaning more towards the Model S over the Model 3 is just cargo space. So I'll go ahead and open the trunk, but there is just a really good amount of cargo space when you combine the two. Now, being the dual motor, this one doesn't have quite as much frunk space as a older rear wheel drive one, but still a good amount. Like, you can put a solid duffel bag in there. Then moving on to the back, there's just a lot of space here from the hatchback, so that was pretty important. So finally, that brings us to the cost to own. This 85D was the same price as a lot of new standard sedans, $32,500 at the time of me getting it. From my understanding, would make it the least expensive one in the country. It also had the most miles, so it made sense why it was priced that way. But just knowing the way that these batteries will hopefully last. I mean, stay tuned. But if they are in fact rated to 300,000 to 500,000 miles, this one having more miles than other 85Ds wasn't a big bummer to me. But when it comes to cost to own, I think what sets this car apart from maybe another car like an Audi A7 or Audi S7 that would check the other boxes is just that with fewer moving parts, I think a lot of Model S owners have reported lower maintenance costs than comparable sedans. And also there's the fact that you're not paying for gas. This one had the free unlimited supercharging. I think that's something that Tesla may have phased out on some of their newer cars. So I guess it's one perk of getting a slightly older one. Then there's just the fact that you don't have to do oil changes and little things like that that I think make the cost of owning a car like this not that much higher than owning an Outback. I'm sure depreciation will be more and the insurance premiums are definitely more, but it's not insurmountable like getting a old Maserati Quattroporte or something like that. So overall, it was those three factors: fun, practicality, and cost of ownership that really made getting a Model S not a simple decision, but a really compelling one. So you have any questions about the car, any way I can help you on your search to get one, just leave a comment. Have a great rest of your day. God bless.